Hey friends, happy July. Um, is it me or was like June the quickest month of this year so far? Like every month I come here, I say happy whatever month, and then I'm like, I can't believe we're here. Like June went by so freaking quick for me. It was crazy. I got to like celebrate my daughter's birthday. We did her birthday for like a couple of days because she wanted to do some things. And then I've had like so many appointments and different things and stuff that I have to take care of. This month flew by like crazy. Um, I'm hoping to get to the beach soon. I need to get to the beach. I don't even know the last time I went to the beach. I think it's been at least like 2 years. In my mind, I'm always going to the beach, but then I never get there. But hopefully I will be getting to the beach because one thing I want to do is be extra this year, okay? For the rest of this year, I would just want to be extra. So let's get into these books. First of all, I'm doing book club with my girls and my niece and my younger cousin. We're all doing book club together. Book club starts, I don't know when it starts. On the 1st, today, on the 1st. By the time you're seeing this, book club has started. So we're gonna read The Summer I Turned Pretty. I am doing the most with reading this month. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a crazy lady, but I feel like it's gonna work out. Like it has to work out. By the end of this month, I'm gonna be like, I read all these books. It's gonna work out one way or another. So we're doing this. I made them a schedule. We are doing book club. One person lives out of town, so I tried to invite other cousins from like out of state, whatever. I tried to post it on the internet. Nobody joined, but whatever. We gonna do us. We gonna do us. We gonna have fun. So we're kicking it off on the 1st. We're gonna have a party. My niece can't even make it to the party because she's going out of town. She happens to be going out of town. She'll be out of town that day. So it's just gonna be me and my girls. We're gonna have us some pizza. We're gonna start reading our book and hang out and chill and talk and make predictions. Um, with that being said, I have watched the show. I have never read the book. My daughter, who's making this book club, she's doing a seasonal book club. So this is gonna be our summer read. We're gonna do fall. I'm looking at the books right now. Fall is because I can't see that far, but I know what book. Fall is Monday's Not Coming. We're gonna do that in October, and then in December we're gonna do a winter read, and it's gonna be Love in Wonderland or something like that. And then in spring, which we're also gonna use for my birthday, we're gonna do like a book in a day, and this isn't our first rodeo, and it's gonna be a cowboy theme birthday for my 41st birthday. I'm excited for that. So that's what we have planned for her little book club. Just a couple of books. Like I said, I invited people. Nobody wanted to join, but that's okay because we're gonna have fun through it all. I'm gonna try to do little special things. Even for the winter, it's just gonna be me and one of my daughters. So I'm just gonna do like a little mommy and me thing. We're gonna read the book for the month and we're gonna have us a good little time. Don't you worry. Anyways, back to these books. I plan to do, so we're gonna read them like in 10-day cycles. Really, we're gonna read them in 9-day cycles. And then on the 10th day, we're supposed to have a watch party and watch like the first season and then the second season, third season. We're gonna have little snacks, little get together, little hangout, little chit chat. And then the first day of every book, the first day of the second book and the third book, we will end up wrapping up like talking about the show, uh ending the book prior or previous, and then we will also what's another thing? And then we'll also make predictions for like the second book. And between that, like on days 5 of reading the book, I'm going to also try to do like a quick little Zoom with the girls to like catch up, talk, see where we're all at. And every day I will also send out questions because we're going to be having a group chat. And I just wanted to try to motivate and keep them reading and doing what they're supposed to do. I think it's like basically like 30 to 35 pages a day per book. For the duration of the read, which isn't a lot, especially for the girls that are only reading one book. I'm going to be reading like 4 books at a time. I'm going to have to read 4 books a day. But I'm gonna make it, y'all. I'm gonna make it. So this is for our Summer I Turned Pretty, what is that? Book club. Summer read book club. Seasonal summer read. Summer I Turned Pretty. We're gonna read these 3, watch the show, and have a slow grand old time. Beyond that, my kids wanted to learn about some Puerto Rico because their grandmother is she's Puerto Rican. I don't think she was born in Puerto Rico. It's because it's my husband's mom, or grandma. I don't think she was born in Puerto Rico, but her parents were born in Puerto Rico and then they came here. Anyways, so first up, this one we're gonna read, and I don't know why I did it like this, but I did 10 days of reading. This one I don't think it's gonna take 10 days because it's only like 130 pages. But so we're gonna read this for however many days it takes, and it's being Bruja. And for the month of June, we did like Hoodoo Girl Summer. So then this is just like gonna transition. This is being Bruja. It's by a Puerto Rican author. So I thought that would be really fun to learn about and compare how they do their magic compared to how like hoodoo's done, which I'm pretty sure will be pretty similar because we all peoples, you know? So yeah, excited for that. And then we will also be reading like these fictional books just to get some like, you know, setting into like, I don't know, the world. I hope it gives information about like the culture and everything like that. I didn't want to make it too historical and then it like is just semi boring or whatever. I don't mean that in a rude way, but like just reading like history books sometimes gets boring, and like we do that a lot like during the school year. So I wanted it to be more of like a fun experience, but I hope the culture is within these books is what I'm getting at when I looked on TikTok to look up books, you know, about that and stuff like that. These were the books that were highly recommended. So, and along with a couple of others, but these are the ones that we picked. So this one is The Moonlit Vine. And so it is I think it's also like it's about Puerto Rico, but then it's like more like Afro-Latino kind of thing. So I know that, you know, I know about that and my kids know about it. So I think that would be like a good one. I think this was the one that my daughter wanted to start with. I don't remember exactly what order we're going in, but yeah, and it just says Abuela Ty said smiling, and Afro is good hair too. Es verdad, Abuela said nodding, but you know, Milagros don't think that. Good hair to her is straight hair. Anything closer to the colonizadores? I don't know, right? Abuela laughed. Hey, mira. I let her talk for a while, then I yelled, and then this is in Spanish. I don't know Spanish. And then it says, Ty imagined Milagros' horrified look at her abuela, yelling, I have good hair too. I didn't get the afro, Ty said, touching her own long hair. So I think this will be really, really good. My girls have different texture hair. One is like wavy, one is curly. And my daughter with the wavy hair, sometimes she feels like a little bit more left out because my hair is more like tight curls. My other daughter has like a little bit looser curl, and then hers is like wavy, almost straight. And so she just like feels left out. So I think that this will be a really, really good read for that. Which of course, like I try to reassure her about her hair, but however much I tell them anything, you know, they may not always listen. This one here is Daughter of the Stone, and it says Daughters of the Stone follows the lives of 5 generations of Afro-Puerto Rican women, focusing on the legacy passed from one generation to the next. How does each generation deal with that legacy given changing environments and cultures? How does the environment change the legacy? What happens to communication when language and culture are, what is that, trinicated? I never heard that word. Sorry, y'all. What legacy does a woman who owns nothing, not even her own body, leave for her daughters? What happens to a storyteller when she can no longer tell her stories? Can one build for the future without coming to terms with the past? This is a novel of memory, magic, and resilience in the face of enormous obstacles. It is a novel of continuity through storytelling. It is a novel of families. Ultimately, all our families have all our families and how we survive. So again, this just seemed like another really, really good book. And then it also does have the elements of magic, and it is a, like I said, Afro-Puerto Rican book. So I think that's perfect. And then the last one for that is Never Look Back. And it just says, Yuri comes to the Bronx as a girl haunted by losing everything in Hurricane Maria and by evil spirits. She fully expects the tragedy that befell her and her family in Puerto Rico to catch up to them in New York. Yet for a time, she can almost set this fear aside because there's this boy. And then I don't even know how to say his name, but I think it's Fues. Is a golden voice bachata singer, charmer, and ready to spend the summer on the beach with his friends, serenading his on-again, off-again flame that changes when he meets Yuri. All he wants is to put a smile on her face and fight off her demons. So it seems like it's gonna be a little romance. If y'all know, I'll be telling y'all my daughter loves a romance, and they also look like they are like, you know, maybe like mixed or whatever. Our Puerto Ricans come in all shades, just like Black people come in all shades. So I don't know, but we'll find out. And those are the books that we're going to read this month that are based on Puerto Rico. I also have one more book that'll go into the month of, what is that, July, August, to complete that series. I just couldn't squeeze everything in for this month. So we'll take, I think it's like 2 weeks out of next month to read that book. And then we'll also have like a small little break before school starts, so they won't have to read unless they just want to do their own personal reading. But yeah, so those are those. And then my personal reads for this month, I'm choosing to do 3 personal reads instead of 4. If I get to 4, I get to it. If not, then hey, I'm good. I'm already reading so many books like with my girls, and then I just still want to have my personal reads so that I can have my me time. Okay, so the books that I'm going to read are If You Stayed by Brittainy Cherry, Fast by Millie Bellizaire, I think it is, and then Where the Wildflowers Grow by Terah, Shelton, Harris. And I know that these are already like really good books. I've seen them floating around so much when I put them on my little book list, and I cannot wait to get into them. I'm giving myself a 2-day break. Today is really technically June, but I'm giving myself a 2-day break. And I have things to do, like tomorrow I have appointments and stuff. So I'm going to go out of town for my appointments and go maybe to some libraries to look for some more books, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's it for my July reads. I'm super excited. I'm a little bit anxious and nervous to see if I'm going to be able to pull it all off, with also like trying to do life and everything else like that. But hopefully everything will work out and go smooth. We'll have a good time. Hopefully that book club will be a hit. Hopefully my girls will learn about, you know, some of their ancestry culture. And hopefully these are 5-star reads for me, like I hope they will be. But until the next video, have a good one.